Instagram. So we're back up live in studio right now. This week's edition of Style and Empowerment Chef Lauren Friends on TakeYouToTheStreetsTV.com, London Energy Radio, UK, and out of Atlanta on Downtown Hot Radio. So we are kicking off the month of February, all month long. We're bringing my favorite love-based pop and R&B slow jams, dance jams, all about love. Right now we're deep in the pocket with Jodeci, a little throwback, Come and Talk to Me. So this week we're also starting as part of our ongoing tribute to Black History Month. In our next segment, we're going to be talking about all the groundbreaking African American dancers in the world of ballet. So we're excited. Every week we're always spotlighting all kinds of talent here on our show. But every week we're going to be doing a new spotlight category in Black excellence. So we're bringing you today some Usher, High Five, a little Craig David, a little Cupid, 112. You know, all the ones that just get you in the love pocket. So you can catch us every Wednesday. I keep every once in a while throwing out our old segment. You know, when you're on so many stations at one time, sometimes you get a little jumbled. So, you can catch us every Wednesday live, 12 to 2 on TakeYouToTheStreetsTV.com. Every Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. London time on londonsenergyradio.co.uk. And, of course, Sundays, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern on downtownhotradio.com. And that's with 2 T's. And you can follow the Style and Empowerment Chef Lauren Friends Facebook page for your doses of inspiration, fashion, motivation, and what's going on in the world of entertainment. So here's one of my favorite high five songs, Kissing Game. So grab someone you love, whether it's platonic love, romantic love, friendship love. Make sure you're showing all the people in your life love every day. come back after Cupid.
You want to skip Craig David?
No, we'll do Craig David and then Cupid and come back after
Oh,
Cupid.
okay.
Hey, Milan.
Oh yeah, come on.
So we're right in the middle of our All Love playlist. So February, we're bringing you nothing but our favorite slow and pop and dance jams, all about love on the Sound Empowerment Chat with Laura and Friends Radio. I'll take you to the streets, downtown hot, and London Energy Radios. Yeah. And don't forget to follow the Style Empowerment Chat with Laura and Friends Facebook page.
I'm just waiting, I'm just saying to do the things you like, so outrageous, so contagious. Sometimes I don't even know how I'm supposed to take it. Just to kiss you, help a little, especially when you be giving me all the signals. Cause I know by the end of the night that you wanna come take a ride with me, señorita. No every time that I meet you, just come under your feet, cause you got a way of making it feel brand new when I'm underneath you. I know it ain't hard to reach you, laying out all those tricks but you see it. Always have a way of making it feel brand new, brand new. Señorita, I know every time that I meet you, just complimenting your features, cause you got a way of making me feel brand new when I'm underneath you. You know it ain't hard to reach you, playing out all those tricks, but you seem to always have a way of making it feel brand new, yeah. Señorita, I know every time that I meet you, just complimenting your features, you got a way of making it feel brand new when I'm underneath you. You know it ain't hard to reach you, playing out all those tricks, but you seem to always have a way of making it feel brand new, yeah. You make me feel brand new.
They don't make love songs like this anymore.
No.
Oh.
You know what they Trey Songz still do a little bit?
A little bit. And of course, I
He
mean,
changed his way too.
yeah,
He did Chris Brown.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you heard about Pink got her star?
She did? No.
Yep.
Oh, that's exciting.
I think I saw it yesterday.
Oh,
Before I
wow.
watched the, I think they showed it right at the State of the Union.
Okay.
He was addressing all the issues. Yep,
Good.
she got her star.
Aw, well deserved.
That's good they starting to give like people like more to people who've been on before the new generation started.
Exactly.
Because they slowed down. Do they take from other people or they just put them on there?
Yeah, you actually have to pay for your star.
Really?
Oh yeah, like there's a petition, and you have to have so many votes, and then it costs $35,000 for the star, the installation, and the ceremony.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Well, it's worth it
It's
though.
worth it though, but it's kind of like, in one way, okay, it's cool and exciting,
And then everybody
but in
has to
another
agree
way, it's kind of like a sham, because at the end of the day, you're paying for your award. It's like if you're paying for an Oscar. Well, how much of a big deal is it if you had to pay for it?
Did they still leave Trump put his back or after the boy destroyed
Yeah,
it?
they put someone to put a wall around Trump's star on the Walk of Fame.
Dave is so, I don't know. Yo, when he was about how many women was in Congress and all that, the other guy was like, the reason why it's like that because of who's in the office.
Right?
I was dying. He had some good points though, you know. But I'm trying to figure out that he come up with it himself.
No. Anything
Yo, he loved the attention.
And
He
he-
saw how he was getting. You're going to want to stand up with this one. He had some good topics in there. Everybody kept standing up. I was like, oh my god. When did I was like, that was cool. How you feel about him doing Russia? Like dropping that contract and be able to keep up more and having as much as missiles we want.
I don't think that's a good thing.
Yeah. Because he said they kept making when we supposed to not keep making ours.
Exactly.
They know we'll blow ours faster. But I'm like, when they had some dealings with them, what happened? He like, no, they want war. I hope you don't go to war, yo. I'm gonna try to run to Londoners. In South America. We are now live.
And welcome back to this week's edition of Style and Empowerment Chat with Lauren Friends Radio on Take It to the Streets, Downtown Hot, and London Energy Radio. So we're just bringing you some of my favorite throwback jams. I got some 112, some Jodeci, a little Tyrese, all the greats, and of course all these artists. Just not only is it amazing music, but this is a generation where men still wooed women through music, and every woman wants to be wooed and romanced, and at least women of substance. And want to feel special, and it's all about the making of the effort, the gesture, the showing that you respect and are attracted and value the person enough to make the effort. And we all want, the flowers, the bubbly, all that good stuff. So, I just love all these groups, because that was the day, especially in music, with groups like Jodeci and High Five and 112, where it was all about the romance, and just more romance. I mean, we still get that now, but it just the presentation of it back then was just so much better. So now in our final segment of the show, we're gonna transition and talk about this week's profiles in Black excellence. So we're gonna focus on some of the groundbreaking African American ballet dancers. So the first ballerina we're going to profile is Janet Collins, who was the first African American ballet dancer to advance and to be a principal dancer with the Metropolitan Ballet in New York City. Then we have Arthur Mitchell, who was the first male African American principal dancer in a major ballet company in New York City Ballet in 1956. And of course, he also danced with the Dance Theater of Harlem for many years. Misty Copeland, who was the first African American woman to be a principal dancer in the American Ballet Theater. And of course, we can't talk about the impact of African American in the world of ballet and not talk about Philly's own Philadanco Dance Troupe, which, of course, is a modern ballet dance troupe who has toured internationally, and they are known for having a predominantly African American troupe and doing dances that are very much indigenous to African and traditional dance. They're known for their bold colors in costumes and sets. And if you haven't had a chance to see the Philadanco dancers, they are just amazing. I had the opportunity of interviewing some of the dancers from the Philadanco troupe last year. When we covered, what was the name of the play? It's escaping me. At the Drake Theater, and they actually had some ballet dancers from the Philadanco troupe in that play. And we're going to talk about groundbreakers in the world of ballet. We can't not mention Alvin Ailey, who of course is the founder and choreographer of the Alvin Ailey Dance Troupe. He was an activist who founded the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater and Alvin Ailey School in New York City. He actually received the Kennedy Honors and the Presidential Medal of Freedom from President Barack Obama, which is, of course, one of the highest honors that anybody in the world of the arts can receive. Alvin Ailey passed away many years ago, but his legacy still lives on. The dance troupe was responsible for breaking color lines in the world of the arts, launching the careers of many amazing dancers. And the Alvin Ailey Dance Troupe is coming to the Kimmel Center, I think in May. The Kimmel Center always has amazing art there, so definitely worth checking out. I think one of the things that I love about dance and music as well, but dance in particular, really is an unspoken language. It crosses all boundaries and divisions and brings people together. I think, it's just amazing to see what the body can do, and just the artistry and athleticism, and dance can not only can be a personal and joyous release, but it's not just entertainment. Dance can really jump into your soul and have you think about things in a different way. And, I just myself love ballet for the blend of strength and artistry and romance and fluidity and grace, all rolled up into one. And for people who might discount male dancers as, oh, well, they're just running around and jumping around, and that's not really a sport or anything or takes real skill. But a dancer's life is a life of discipline and regimen and repetition, and oftentimes sacrifice, because they're on very strict diets. The men have to keep their weight down because they have to be strong to lift the females. But at the same point, they have to be light enough where they can do all these jumps and splits. And really, a lot of these dancers, you have so much trust because these male dancers, when you're talking about partner dancing, they're lifting their female counterparts high above their heads and doing all these, dangerous, complex flips and moves. And you really have to be free with yourself, free with each other. But at the same point, you're really taking your safety into your hands, because if your partner loses their grip or trips or in any way misses their mark, you could be paralyzed. So, these dancers, which take years and years of practice and choreography, they all make it look effortless and graceful and easy. But, these ballet dancers are incredibly strong and conditioned, and it takes a lot to be putting that kind of wear and tear on your body over and over and over again. And of course, to have discipline at that level means you just really love what you do and you're passionate about what you do. So, we pay tribute and say thank you to all these amazing artists who have just enriched the world of the creative arts and inspired other young men and women to jump into the world of the arts. Especially, I think, with men, that a lot of times there can be stigma depending on how you're raised and your social circles, where they can kind of put on you, oh, well, if you go into the arts, if you're in acting, or if you're in dancing or music. But especially with ballet, a lot of times people say, oh, well, you're effeminate, you're not a real man, and all that stuff. But let me tell you, these male ballet dancers can run circles around a lot of athletes. And actually, football players, oftentimes part of their training is to take dance classes. Many of them have to take, are required at different points in their athletic careers to take ballet classes because of the conditioning, flexibility, balance, and agility that dance teaches you. Because think about it, you look at a football player running down the field and leaping to grab that football. Well, there's not much difference between that and a male ballet star leaping across the stage. So, all of it is athleticism and art in its own right that, deserves respect. Next week, of course, we're going to be covering New York Fashion Week, so we're excited about that. We're going to have, we're excited. So next week, of course, is Valentine's Day, so our show is all about love, and we're going to have the ladies from the Looking Glass Burlesque Troupe in studio, and so they're all going to be talking about the history and artistry of burlesque dancing, which of course is different than just regular stripping like that you see at a strip club. Of course, burlesque is an art form that dates back all the way till the 1920s in the vaudeville circuit, and it's incorporated with glamour and usually like props and feathers, and it's all not so much about the stripping as it is the entertainment and the glamour and the artistry that goes with it. And so then we're also going to be talking all about self-love in the show as well, and we'll be continuing to play all our favorite love songs throughout the month. You know, today we'll get a little bit of a grown and sexy vibe, you know, but sometimes you gotta take that time to take care of yourself. And you know, love isn't just about two people, it's also about yourself, because if you don't take time to develop and build up your own tank and get in touch with yourself and what's important to you, what your wants and needs are emotionally and physically, mentally, spiritually, and work on yourself, you know, you're not going to be an asset to any relationship or attract healthy relationships. So, you know, as we were saying, you know, all relationships are about respect, about openness and transparency, and just about being your best self and being open to whoever you're in your relationship with, and respecting one another, and being in a healthy dynamic. So now we leave you with our thought of the day from presidential candidate Conrad Booker. So, Conrad's thought of the day is, never let your soul be silenced. Live life out loud. Every day, tell your truth, not with words, but with actions from your heart. And I can't think of a better message, especially as we celebrate the month of love and Black History Month, just to live your truth and go into every day with openness and respect for yourself and others, and just walk through life with love and light. So until next week, we'll be back with more Style and Empowerment Chat with Laura and friends on Take It to the Streets, Downtown Hot, and London Energy Radio. So we're taking you out with another one of my favorite grown and sexy cuts, a little Tyrese Turn You Out, and a little old school Bobby Brown, Every Little Step You Take. Follow me on Instagram at SRPKL Diva and the Style and Empowerment Chat with Laura and Friends Facebook page. And I hope wherever you're tuning in that you are loving yourself, spreading love, and feeling loved, and know that we love you every day, every week. And thank you for tuning in, and have a fantastic and empowered day.